What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Matt God Aficionado, author of How to Be a High Value Man, The Blueprint to Success with Women. It's available in ebook on Audible. Man, y'all check it out because within, the pages of the book and listening to it, you're going to hear some things that your daddy should have told you. You know what I mean? And speaking of things that your daddy should have told you, I'm a proud father. You know what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Well, my son, AC Jr., he just got engaged, to a beautiful, high value, high quality queen that I often talk about in my videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against marriage, I was married before. I was married during all of my 20s. I was married to his mother. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to getting married again. It's just, you know, uh, the content that I talk about in terms of you know how women are today, modern women, and there's just not a lot of wife material out here, but they do exist. You just got to know where to get them, or how to find them, or put yourself in position to attract one. You know what I'm saying? Um, but back to him, his soon-to-be wife is a high-quality young woman. You know what I mean? Uh, they're both in their, mid to late 20s or whatnot. She's younger than him. You know, uh, she's definitely not a bird. She was raised to be a wife. She don't have a city girl, hot girl summer, 304, thought pocket, out here in these streets type attitude. She's modest, she's chaste, you know what I mean? Like she's very religious or pious. You know what I mean? Well spoken. I like her. You know what I mean? Like she cool. She's cool. You know what I'm saying? I respect her a lot. She respects me, and I don't really share too much of my business like that in terms of my family. But fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up a little bit. I mean, I told you about my uncle passing not too long ago, but now I got some great news with my son. Being engaged to this goddess. Because she definitely found herself a king, you know what I'm saying? That being my son. Now, my son, he listens to me implicitly, and my content and my advice all over the years, and he's been heeding it, obviously, and applying it in his life, and he has attracted, I must say, a good woman. You know what I'm saying? Again, she's nurturing, she's caring, she's loving. She loves him implicitly, wholeheartedly. She still got the dilated pupils. You know what I mean? The rose-colored glasses when she looks at her. You know what I mean? She adores him, and he's very much in love with her. It's so beautiful to see love. You know what I mean? Because I made a video about it recently. Like, we got to get back to love, man. Because right now, man, in terms of pop culture and the way society is, it's all about a facade. It's all about, flexing for the gram. It's all about, living a lavish lifestyle and trying to come up off of, being a leech. You know what I mean? Like most women today, not all, come on now, but most women today, you can just look at the internet, look outside. Most women today are not really looking for a husband. They want a sponsor, they want a sucker, they want a simp. They just want someone to, pay for their bills and subsidize their lifestyle. There's no reciprocity. There's no meeting. There's no there's no reciprocity. They're not returning the love. There's no gender roles. They don't really want to be a wife or anything like that. They just want to live for free because they exist. And these aren't really women. They got a Jezebel spirit. They got a whore-like spirit, and they're very selfish, narcissistic, solipsistic type women, the succubus type spirit. And these are the type of women you want to avoid, you know what I mean? And so how they beguile you and how they seduce you is through seduction and their sexuality and, being salacious and all that. But, I often talk about, finding that goddess, attracting that goddess who's modest, who don't have a high body count, who is nurturing, who is loving, who is supportive, who is submissive, who is fun to be around, who adores you, who is a helpmeet that wants to build with you and who wants to, you know, be a complement to your lifestyle and to your vision and to your mission and to your guidance and protection and leadership. And his fiance, she embodies all those things because I've been vetting her out for the past year or so since he introduced me to her, and I'm just so, I'm cheesing from ear to ear because I'm so happy with his acquisition of her and vice versa. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. It kind of reminds me, when I was married in my early 20s or whatnot. So anyway, that's the news. But the gist of this video is all about, the content that I've been speaking about. Becoming your best version. Putting your faith first, and then your fitness, and then your finances, and then your fashion. And then when you have those four areas of your life in control, of course you're going to attract a high quality woman, if you're always working on yourself. And when you master yourself, when you really focus on those things first, becoming your best version spiritually, mind, body, soul, with the 5 F's that I just talked about, that's going to make you not only a high value man, right? Now, that's the name of my original brand, High Value Man. But, it's been around for a minute now, and I think it got kind of usurped, and I think it got even a little bit tainted, and, not just tainted, but I think it got usurped by KS, you know what I'm saying? Got nothing against the dude, but he went in a different direction with it, which is cool. But I still wrote the book, and more than likely coined it, you know what I'm saying? Because my book came out early 2020, you know what I'm saying? That's when he blew up, around December 2020, on the same content. Of course, he had a bigger platform, obviously. But, my channel is all about, I talk to the dudes. I don't talk to females. I don't do podcasts, and I don't, go with them head to head on their delusion and tell them what they don't deserve or not. That's what he did, and that's why he got popular, and High Value Man, blah, blah, blah. To me, High Value Man is not about money. High Value Man is a mindset. High Value Man is a mindset, again, of putting your faith first, whatever that may be for you. God, the creator, your religion, your spirituality, what have you, right? Your fitness, your body, getting down to like below 14%, body fat, being in the gym, working out, doing martial arts, being able to protect, being fit, being strong. You see what I'm saying? And then after you get your fitness in the shape, then you get your finances, because you got to get your bag, right? So that means your career, that means your mission, that means your investments. Because without any of those, you're not going to have any fashion, which is the next F. And when I say be fashionable, I want you to be fashionable for every occasion, whether it be, something casual, whether it be business, whatever the occasion is, you can dress for it and you look good. You see what I'm saying? And then with all of that, that's going to put you in a position to attract a high quality woman. That's going to be in alignment with your mission, your purpose, your focus, your viewpoints, your leadership, your guidance, and all of that. And she's submissive to it, and she's a compliment to you, and she's nurturing, and she's supportive, and understands the masculine and feminine principle, the polarity between the two. You see what I'm saying? And he has successfully done that. And so when you do these things and you put it to the forefront, right? You're going to attract your vibrational match in the form of a woman. You know what I'm saying? She's eventually gonna show up, but you still gotta do your part. You're not gonna find your vibrational match in low vibrational places, being outside, in the streets, in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Or going after promiscuous women and things like that. Women who are scantily clad, women that are tatted up, women that are, you know what I'm saying? They're easy to spot, bro. You know what it is. Now, if you want to give yourself a classy lady, You have to frequent places where they go. You know, that's what you're gonna have to do. And I'm not gonna expose too much of my son's business about his personal life because I'm personal like that. But he don't be outside. He don't go to the clubs or none of that. He not in the streets. He not a scammer. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's a stand-up dude, just like me. He makes an honest living. He got 2 jobs. He works. He's holding it down. And I'm elated for that brother. But again, what is that? All that puts you in? Like, High Value Man, yeah, was the original start of my brand, right? Now, I went from High Value Man aficionado to Mac God aficionado. What is a Mac? A Mac is a person that's on his mission and purpose, right? That's a very successful person. It's the highest level of the ism, is being a Mac. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm taking it to another level, right? Yeah, Mac God aficionado, but women often talk about being him. Oh, you ain't him. You know what I'm saying? That's him. You know what I'm saying? So to be him in a woman's eyes, I'm going to coin it first. I'm going to let you know that you heard it here first. Him means high imperial Mac. You see what I'm saying? When a man is him in her eyes, he is a high imperial, kingly, divine Mac. A person, a man that's on top of his mission, his purpose, his focus. You see what I'm saying? His views. He's at the top of his level. He's always at the top of his game. He's studying to become the best version of himself. He's increasing his intellect. He's increasing his spirituality or his relationship with God. This man is on his bag. He's got his investments. He's working on his body. He's improving every area of his life. That's called him. And when you him and you embody that, and that confidence come with it, man, that swag come with it, man, you're only gonna attract the best, but you're gonna repel the low quality women. They might be attracted to you, but once they see what type of dude you are, you know what I'm saying, you're on that high level frequency stuff, man, they're gonna fall off because they gonna understand it. They can't manipulate you, man. You know what I mean? So ladies, if you want a him, like my son, if you want me like that, listen, you're gonna have to reciprocate. It's all about reciprocity, baby. You gotta put this work back in to get with a high imperial Mac. A him gonna require you to do what, ladies? Reciprocate. You're gonna have to meet that man. I talk about meet a lot in my videos. You're gonna have to meet him with your money, right? You're gonna have to invest in him too, take him out too, pay for a bill or two, pay the tip too, buy a gift also. You're gonna have to invest in that, pay some bills around the house, all that type shit. You know what I mean? And that's not to say subsidize his income, no, but you're gonna have to invest in him monetarily as well. That's all I'm just saying, right? Because when a woman loves a guy, when a woman is really into a dude, she's gonna give that man money. She's gonna buy that man gifts. She's gonna want to take her man out. She's gonna want to invest in her man too. That's just what it is. Okay? And the E is going to be, she's going to emote on him. She's going to put all of her emotions on him. She's going to do the highs and lows. She's going to fantasize about him. She's going to be happy with him. She's going to be sad with him. She's going to be mad with him. She's going to be in love with him. But overall, she's got to respect him. Right? The other E is her effort. She's going to be doing shit for him. Right? She's going to compliment his life. You know what I mean? She's going to make his life easier. So anything from being nurturing, like rubbing his back, giving him a form of peace and pleasure, and taking care of the household and all that. And T is going to be time. She's going to invest her time, just like he's meeting her and he's pouring into her. Like he's meeting her, he's investing in her too with all of these things. But that's the difference between a high imperial Mac, a dude that's him, a high value man, and a simp. See, a simp, a trick, a cuck, a lame, they don't require reciprocity. They just infatuated with being in the presence of a woman, and that's all she has to do is just show the fuck up, and then they'll handle the work, the rest. And that's the difference between a high value man and a high imperial Mac. You see what I'm saying? A him is going to require a woman to reciprocate. A high value man is going to require a woman to reciprocate. A king is going to require a woman to reciprocate. And that's from the beginning. From the time y'all meet until the time y'all together, you know what I'm saying? It's all about reciprocity, man. I keep saying in every video, damn near, two people get together, a man and a woman get together to come together like this to give. She gives something, he gives something to the table. And it's not sexual. It's not carnal. Sex is just the consummation of attraction. Sex is the consummation of it. And not only is it the consummation, it's the consecration of it, because now it becomes consecrated through sexual intercourse. She's like, anytime you have sex with a woman, that's basically your wife, if you want to go biblically and things like that. But I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already like 16 minutes in, but I just want to break the news on about my son, and I wanted to introduce and coin the word H.I.M, High Imperial Mac. And when you work on all those areas of your life, that's what you have become. But remember, being a high intensity Mac,
correction, high imperial
Mac,
Mac.
accept the high quality woman, and with a high quality woman that's into you, she's going to reciprocate to you. She's going to meet you. You see what I'm saying? She's going to reciprocate. She's going to be an asset to your life. And that's just what it is. A high intensity Mac, a high value man, is going to require a woman to be an asset into his life. But a simp, a lame, a sucker, and a simp, and a trick, and all these other dudes out here, they just see women as, liabilities, and they don't care about it. Because, they just have these transactional, worthless relationships, and they don't really have any real love. And that's really what the dynamic is. So I'm going to leave it at that, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit, and I'll see you next video. Yup.